All right, Jai Baba, everyone. Welcome back to our November episode of the Children Sahavas or Tween Sahavas. So today we have continuation of celebration theme in November and October. So we're going to first start off with the prayers since most of you guys are here, and then we'll slowly have people coming in. So I'm going to share my screen, and who would like to say the Parvartigar prayer? Can you guys see the Master's prayer? Yeah?
Yeah, maybe zoom a little bit. Shilpa.
Yeah, I will. For some reason, when I share this screen, I don't see the red box around it, so I never know if I'm sharing screen.
Right, yeah.
Okay, all right. So Sahana, do you want to start us off with the Master's prayer? Yeah, come on, you got this.
I'll do the other prayer.
Okay, all right. Who wants to do it? Teju, you want to do it?
Oh, Parvatigar, the preserver and protector of all, you're without beginning and without end, non-dual, beyond comparison, and none can measure you. You're without color, without expression, without form, and without attributes. You're unlimited and unfathomable, beyond imagination and conception, eternal and imperishable. You're indivisible and none can see you, but with eyes divine. You always were, you always are, and you will always be. You're everywhere, you're in everything, and you're also beyond everywhere. You're in and beyond everything. You're in the firmament and in the depths. You're manifest and unmanifest on all planes and beyond
all planes.
You're in the three worlds and also beyond the three worlds. You're imperceptible and independent. You are the creator, the Lord of Lords, the knower of all minds and hearts. You're
omnipotent
and omnipresent. Your knowledge infinite, power infinite and bliss infinite. You're the ocean of knowledge, all knowing, infinitely knowing, the knower of the past, present, and future. Your knowledge itself. You're all merciful and eternally benevolent. You're the soul of all souls, the one with infinite attributes. You're the Trinity of truth, knowledge, and bliss. You're the source of truth, the ocean of love. You're the ancient one, the highest of the high. You're Prabhu and Parameshwar. You're the God beyond God and the beyond God also. You're Parabrahma, Allah, Ilahi, Yezdan, Ahura, and the God beloved. You are named Izad, the only one worthy of worship.
Thank you, Teju. Okay, now Sahana, you want to say the repentance prayer, please? Yeah.
No.
Come on, you can do it.
Okay. We repent, oh God, most merciful, for all our sins, for every thought that.
Sahana, slow it down.
Okay. We repent, oh God, most merciful, for all our sins, for every thought that was false or unjust or unclean, for every word spoken that ought not to have been spoken, and for every deed done that ought not to have been done. We repent for every deed and word and thought inspired by selfishness, and for every deed and word and thought inspired by hatred. Wait, why did you? Oh, okay, I lost my place. For everything, okay. We repent most especially for every lustful thought and for every lustful action, for every lie, for all hypocrisy, for every promise given but not fulfilled, and all slander and backbiting. Most especially also we repent for every action that has brought ruin to others, for every word and deed that has given others pain, and for every wish that pain should befall on others. In your unbounded mercy, we ask you to forgive us, O God, for all these sins committed by us, and to forgive us for our constant failures to think and speak and act according to your will.
Okay, thank you. Slow it down though, okay?
Why? It wasn't that fast.
It was super fast. Okay, Manya and the other one too, Adya,
Adya.
Yes.
would you guys like to say the beloved God prayer together?
Yes.
Okay.
God, help
Adya, wait for Adya. 1, 2, go.
Beloved God, help us all to love you more and more, and still yet more, till we become worthy of union with you, and help us all to hold fast to the
Yeah. Shilpa.
All right.
Now.
Okay, so I'm going to stop sharing screen. Hi, Sia, how are you? And Soham has joined as well. Welcome. And Ralph, Jai Baba, welcome.
Jai Baba, thank you, Jai Baba.
All right. So as I was saying earlier, we have been continuing the festival theme, right? So to speak, in October, September, October. And actually, so we have today is going to be about Diwali, right? By Manya and Teju, who worked very hard on this. So please, guys, just like you give attention to everyone else, I would love to see what these girls have in store for us. And then after that, we're gonna we have a little bit of a surprise. Sahana has worked on something for Thanksgiving. So, and then I want to just kind of discuss it because, Thanksgiving is next week, right? Okay. Who's going to be presenting? Because I've made Teju and Preeti, you both the co-host.
I have the slides.
Okay.
You can start sharing here. And then, yeah, desktop. You can click on desktop. The one above. Can you read it for a second?
Oh, and look, Sia's little sister's here too.
Okay, shall I play it?
Sorry, okay, Teju, you're sharing screen? Okay.
Don't about it. So
Are you guys going to be speaking to it?
Yes. Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, no, don't let me control it. Okay. I don't know how to do that. I want to make it into a slide so that everybody can see it bigger. But okay, you can go with this. You cannot control it now. It'll keep going. So leave it in the go.
Manya, you can start.
Diwali symbolizes victory of good.
One second, Manya. If you can come a little closer and speak a little louder, it'll be easier to hear for everyone, okay?
Diwali symbolizes victory of good over evil and knowledge over ignorance, and is done over 5 days.
Diwali is celebrated in the month of Kartika.
Everyone will clean their homes to welcome positivity.
Windows are open to welcome Lakshmi, the Hindu goddess of wealth and good fortune.
They also do Rangoli, which is a colorful art at their doorstep. You can make them with colored rice, sandflowers, and flower petals.
Most Hindus are focused on the Lakshmi Puja, which is the third day.
Let me move this up. Hold it. Hold it. Where is the mouse? I don't think you're done, right?
Yeah.
Or are you done with that?
Yeah, I'm done with that.
Okay.
They also light lots of diyas, which are handcrafted lamps.
The diya's light symbolizes purity, good luck, and power.
Lakshmi only comes in homes that are cleaned well, which is another reason people light their diyas.
They will also post worshiping services in homes or temples.
Then they will distribute sweets to friends and family.
They light lots of fireworks. Everyone participates in it.
Okay, so sorry, before you guys can continue, can we go back to the previous slide? So for everybody else who was here, right? Did you know, I didn't really realize that, this one, Lakshmi only comes to the homes which, in that they're clean, which is another reason why people light diyas. So is it because you're shining the light to kind of show Lakshmi, hey, look, my house is clean?
Yeah, kind of.
Yeah, that's really cool. How many of you knew that?
I didn't know that.
I know, right? It's pretty cool. All right, what else is new here that for some of you who have never heard of this one? And then how many of you made, yes, Manya, go ahead.
That it also, in the first slide, that the diyas show luck, good luck over power, and over ignorance and knowledge, or ignorance and evil, over like good over evil and victory.
Yeah, is that something you learned this time? That's pretty cool. Okay. Yeah, and then do you know anything about why we do Lakshmi Puja on the third day? What is Lakshmi?
Lakshmi, I think wait, oh, this green one is about her.
Mm-hmm.
What is Lakshmi?
But who is Lakshmi instead of what is Lakshmi?
She symbolizes like wealth and good fortune.
Yeah. So I guess it's just asking God to say, hey, please, come to our house, and we're praying to you to give us good luck and fortune, right?
I've heard this: as soon as she steps into your house is full of gold.
Yeah.
And apples.
Yeah. So do you think that's a real thing, or is just a symbolism?
Real thing.
Probably a real thing.
Yeah. What about you, Sia, Soham, and Sahana? What do you guys think? Do you think if Lakshmi comes into our house, it'll be full of gold, or do you think it's symbolic of us trying to just welcome and, kind of be thankful almost, right? For Lakshmi? What do you think, guys?
I mean, well, I think it just symbolizes something because, for the Valley, we cleaned our house. We didn't have any gold.
But in India, people do buy gold during the Valley. Did you know that?
Yeah.
But they're not Lakshmi. They can't. Lakshmi has to give it to them. They can't give it to themselves.
So she's giving the power for somebody to go buy gold, or go buy something else.
They actually do get like these gold pots sometimes.
Oh yeah.
I think that was something we learned in class.
Oh yeah. What about you, Sia? What do you think?
I honestly think it's kind of 50-50 because sometimes as you clean your house, it makes you makes you think that she might come and give you lots of gold and stuff, but then sometimes she just blesses you, right? To make you steady well.
Now, how many of you have actually seen Lakshmi in real life? Who's met the goddess?
Nobody.
But she exists, right? So it's like that. So I agree. I think, it'll be great. Sometimes she comes in people's dreams. I know I've heard of plenty of stories, right? When you do Lakshmi Puja or, Vadlakshmi Ratam that we do in July, August, you hear these stories of how Lakshmi comes and says, hey, listen, do the puja and I'll bless you. But it's more symbolic so that we all focus on and think about it, right? When you clean your house, it looks, it looks like $1 million, right? In the sense that it looks great and you're like, oh, wow. So it gives you a sense of and it's also, they say cleaning is very therapeutic. So while you're physically cleaning, you're also mentally kind of cleaning,
No, it's not.
Yeah.
No, it's not. You always tell that to me. I always disagree. It's not. It's not therapeutic. It's actually very depressing.
Okay. Well, some of us appreciate cleaning and is very therapeutic.
Mommy, I think the only one that appreciates cleaning is you.
Well, let's take a vote. Who likes to clean and likes looking at the end result? See, Teju's with me. Oh, Manya, Adya. Soham likes cleaning. What about
No,
you?
he
Sia?
doesn't. He always.
I'm sorry, I couldn't hear the question. My sister
I
was
said, do you
speaking.
like cleaning? How does cleaning the house make you feel? Or cleaning your room?
It makes me feel horrible because
Oh, you're with Sahana. Sahana, you have a friend.
I know.
Okay.
At least someone agrees.
No,
Who
so
else
you
did I
you
miss?
feel
I
you
can't see
feel
everybody.
tired, so that's why you don't like it, but you like the end result, right?
Yeah, exactly. Think about it. When we decorate, we clean our house, we decorate for Diwali. Doesn't it look like gold is in our house with all the lights?
Yeah.
Yes, Manya.
It also makes me think my room is the best.
What is that? It makes you what?
When I clean my room, it makes me feel like my room is the best.
That is, yeah. When I clean my room, I feel like my room is the best too. All right, let's move on. I mean, I just wanted to, have a discussion because I think it's really cool to get your opinions on this. So go ahead, guys. Sorry about that, but I think it was fun listening to every one of you.
I clean my friend's toy room all the time.
Who said that?
Me.
That they do? Whatever. I like cleaning. I never used to, but I think over the years I've learned to like cleaning.
Yeah.
They actually say cleaning is meditative because you're doing the same thing over and over again. So it's actually meditative. I know, Sahana, you don't agree, but
And I don't know, like I didn't see it here, Shilpaka, but back home in India, like almost school walls and in general on the walls, they write cleanliness is next to godliness.
yes, you're right.
Yeah,
Where I saw it at the Sai Baba temple in Pittsburgh has that cleanliness is next to godliness.
Right.
Yeah. And Baba was very particular about being clean, right?
Yeah.
All right. Okay. See, when it's clean, that's why they say they clean their house, because then Lakshmi wants to come. Who wants to go to a messy house? Would you ever go to a hotel room where the beds were not made and the toilet was dirty? Would you go stay in it?
No.
Sahana, would you go stay in it, or Sia?
You asked me this a billion times.
Yes or no? I just want to know. We're taking a vote.
No, but yeah, cleaning is good. You have to clean. I'm just saying it's not therapeutic. Like nothing gets cured by it. Like
you're not there yet. Wait till you go to college and have a dirty roommate. Then you'll know.
I mean, if I had a dirty roommate, I just kick my roommate out. Same thing. For a lawyer, like if I'm a lawyer and I have to like defend a person who's like killing people, I wouldn't defend that person. I'd just let them go to jail.
Okay. All right, let's get back to the story of the valley that the girls have put together. But thank you guys for your participation.
Yeah.
Anya.
Are you starting the story or Teju?
Yes.
Okay, then you can start.
This is a story.
Gatti.
I'm going to
You have to be
Manya
loud.
Kunchan, come closer, Nana. Thank you.
Closer and speak loudly.
Yeah, it's hard to hear you from where you're sitting.
I'm going to share a story about Diwali, which happened on the day of Diwali. One day in Madras, Baba said to Iraj that he was thirsty. Iraj went to the coconut shop and then he got some coconut water. And then he went to the pan shop and he asked if someone was in need of help. And then the panwala person told that it was a wealthy man who bought a house, and the partner cheated and he took the house. So now they have to live in a hut. And so Iraj immediately went to Baba and told him, and then Baba immediately took the train to Guru, and then they went and asked someone for the address of the house, and then they told Iraj, and then he went and knocked on the door. A wealthy man opened the door, and then he asked where the person in need was. Then they said that then he didn't even talk because the real owner's name and the partner who cheated, their names were same. So they went. So then the little kid behind the big one showed Iraj the way, and that day, it was the day of Diwali. The town was full of lights, and except a little hut, and the Iraj knocked on the hut door. A young girl in an old sari opened the door, and inside the hut there was not even. It was so dark, and there was only a little flickering lamp in front of the Lord Krishna's idol. Iraj asked about the man in need, and she said, "Yes, he is my father. Both father and mother were very ill," and Iraj said, "Baba wanted to help them." The girl burst into tears. She said, "My Krishna, my beloved Krishna, how merciful you are. I have only just prayed to you, and you have answered so soon. You are so merciful, my Lord, most merciful." And Iraj went and took Baba, and then Baba cleaned the poor man's feet, and then he gave some money, and then Baba left. Everyone's hearts were filled with joy.
We also have a Kahoot.
Okay, wait, before you guys jump into the Kahoot, I want to ask around how many people okay, let's talk about the story. Have you heard the story before? Anybody? Of course, you, Manya. You just told us. What about Sia, Sahana, Soham? I'm forgetting you. Okay, Ralph and Amma. Anybody else who has heard the story before?
No, I haven't ever heard this story.
Yes, I heard.
What was that? Sorry, both of you are speaking at the same time. Go ahead, one. Teju, not Teju, Sia.
Yeah, I've never heard the story before, but I like the story. It was like pretty interesting.
Okay, sorry, Amma, what were you saying?
I heard the story.
Yeah. What about Soham, Sahana? You guys heard the story before?
I've never heard it.
Me neither.
Okay. I think this is one of the most beautiful stories, right? I mean, think about this. This family didn't even know Baba, right? That existed. They were just praying to Krishna. And what do you think? Like, what do you guys think of the story? What did it make you feel? And I'd like to go around, like Manya, I know you and Teju put this together, but it would be lovely to hear what every one of you thought of the story, whether you know it or you've heard it for the first time.
It made me feel that Baba is so kind and he helped everyone in the town, maybe who were poor and everyone in the whole entire world.
Right. And okay, that's great. What about you, Teju? Did you know the story before you guys put this together?
No, I think only Manya knew this because she's the one who put together these two slides.
Okay. And what does it make you feel?
Kind of the same thing as Manya.
Okay. What about you, Sia?
Sorry, what was the question? My sister
How did you feel hearing the story?
Yeah, I felt that it was really interesting and it was really cool.
Even she liked it, your little sister? Okay, so besides interesting,
I've been singing the whole time and I have not been listening. I'm so sorry.
That's okay. She's a little baby. Okay, Sahana, what about you? Is there anything else you want to share, Sia, before we move to Sahana?
No, thank you.
Okay. Go ahead, Sahana. Your turn to speak.
About the story?
Yeah.
At first I didn't really get it. But I read through the slide thingies to try to understand.
Okay. What part did you not get at first? Maybe this is a great time to discuss it, right? If we're unclear of any part of the story.
Like, I didn't really know how the little boy came in. I'm sorry, was it like behind? It was like a neighbor?
I think the story goes that when Irch went to the original house, right, of the owner, so the guy who betrayed him has the same name, and the little boy was his son or grandson or something.
Oh, okay, thank you.
Yeah. There's a boy who, when mommy and daddy go to open the door, you come along. It's kind of like that, right? He came along. Is that right, Manya? Was it his son or grandson? Son. Okay. Okay. So what else, Sahana? How did the story make you feel?
It made me feel normal, but I know. Oh no! Okay, I didn't know you meant it like that. I'm so sorry. I didn't know you meant it like that. But it made me feel like it was a really important story. One, I've never heard this story, so I was kind of new to it. That's why I was a little confused. But I think I think it's kind of what like Manya said. You could see how Baba was like really kind and nice and like very thoughtful.
Now, okay. And what about you, Soham?
What was the question again?
Well, we asked the question if you guys heard the story before, and then how did it make you feel?
Well, I mean, to be honest, I'm not really sure. I just thought it was a pretty good story.
Okay. Ralph and Ahmad, do you guys want to contribute as well?
I missed the story because I was listening to it, but I was driving in the rain and also traffic on a bad in construction. I didn't get the story.
Well, you know what?
Forgive me.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. Well, we'll try to sum it up real quick. Did anybody want to sum up the story for Ralph real quick?
I can.
Okay, go ahead. Speak loud, okay? So Ralph can hear you.
So the story was about a poor man in a hut who bought a house, and the partner was like, he cheated and took the house, so they had to live in a hut. And then Irich wanted to help. So when they went, a young girl opened the door to see who it was, and then Eretz said he wanted to help her mom, her dad, and then and it was the day of Diwali where everyone had lights outside their house and except the hut, and there was only a little flickering light in front of the idol of Lord Krishna. So then Irish told he wanted to help her dad, and she burst into tears. Then she said,
well, why did Erich wanted to hide her dad?
Help her dad.
Help her dad.
Help her dad. Well, okay, got it. Say Baba.
And check who the girl was.
So,
and the girl was praying to Lord Krishna, so he could help. Then she said to Lord Krishna, my beloved Krishna, how merciful you are. I have only just prayed to you and you have answered. So soon you are merciful, my Lord, most merciful.
Great, Maya.
what happened?
So Baba helped
Name is Krishna? Oh,
No.
Baba came? No?
What was the
Baba-
question, Ralph?
Huh?
What was the question? Could you repeat it?
Baba as Krishna.
What happened? Erich. I lost Erich. What happened to Erich?
Erich brings Baba with him to the house.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah. I know there's a little bit of a backstory to this, right? Where Baba at that time was trying to, he would send Erich to find a family who was in need of money, but truly in need of it, right? Not how some people, and in India, it's quite a bit of a, there's a lot of people who, kind of choose to live that life, but this was out of choice. And the guy was, I think, a very rich businessman who got, swindled from his partner.
Out of everything, lost everything.
Let me know if I'm missing something, guys. But so Baba sends Erich on an errand at one of the train stations. And that's when Erich gets to know, asking around, hey, is there anybody who really needs financial assistance?
Yeah.
And this is what happens. Is there anything that I missed, Manya?
You forgot to say that Baba and Erich took the train.
Correct. Yes, they both took the train, and Erich took him to the house where, and it was an old dingy, somewhere upstairs, right? Where it was one of those
the hut which is shown up here.
Yeah. Okay. It was a small hut.
Smaller.
Okay.
So
essentially,
yeah, he gave the people some food and clothes or something like that.
Yeah, and gave them money, I believe.
Money.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a beautiful story. I'm sorry, you were saying something.
Now, finally, to say, if you pray Baba with your heart, wholeheartedly, then he'll help you. That is that. Now that girl was praying to Krishna, and Baba as Krishna, just he heard her, and Yudhishthira came to their house. At the same time, Baba was searching for somebody who was in need.
Yeah, I think to me, that's what stands out the most is that this family had never heard of Baba, never knew of Baba, right? But they were earnest in their prayer. So to me, the take-home message is, when no matter what situation you're in, whether it's something big like this, financial, or something small, I think if you earnestly and when I say earnest, with the whole heart, right? Ask God to help you in whatever shape or form, he's going to come and help, right? And sometimes it might seem like your prayers are not being answered, but I read this book recently, and it was actually a children's book, where this girl who's Muslim says, like, and I guess in their religion, there's like 3 types of prayers that God listens to. One, if you pray with your whole heart, either he'll answer you right away, or sometimes, and your prayer gets answered. And then the second one is when you pray, it'll take time. You might not get a solution right then and there, but it might take some time, and he'll still answer your prayer. And the third one is where he'll definitely he'll answer your prayer by not giving you what you want, but there's something else, that maybe he's protecting you from. So when you pray to God sometimes and you say, ask for whatever, and if you don't get it right then and there, it's because maybe he's protecting you from something bad that could happen if you got what you wanted at that time, and he's protecting you. So God, so that, I think, is beautiful, right? Like, God will always answer your prayers no matter what. And they didn't even know Baba in this story. So thank you, guys. This was a beautiful story. Anybody wants to say anything else before we
But the
move on
prayer
to
to Lord Krishna was sincere. That is because Baba is Krishna, so he heard their prayer.
Yeah. All right. Ready for Kahoot?
Yeah.
Okay. You guys know the drill, right? With Kahoot. Ralph, I don't think you'll be able to join because it's, unfortunately, you're driving and we want you to be safe.
Fine. It's okay to listen in.
Absolutely. Yeah. I'm not going to play this time either because I'm
on an errand and I'll be coming and going a bit. So
okay.
I will mute and stay off video for a little while when I can't listen.
Okay. Go ahead, guys. Everybody join in. Adya's there.
They can see it, Mama. I think that's better. Whatever they're seeing on the screen is better.
Okay.
I think you can. Okay, I'm still with the code. Is that it? Or do we
No.
have more?
I think we have more. Wait.
No, I think we have a couple of them that are not playing, so just check. We had Sia.
Sahana, are you going to join? Soham and Sahana? Wait, we just had somebody. Oh, Sahana joined. Soham came and left.
Yeah.
It said that I lost connection, I think.
Oh, okay. Okay, here we are. All right, guys.
You want to start?
Does everybody that wants to play here?
You hit the button start, yeah. Just stop sharing. Stop sharing. I'll go to Kahoot. Yes. Here, think.
We lost the questions, Teju. We don't see the screen anymore.
Do you see it in the?
No, we need to share
Oh,
the
you
screen.
do? Okay. So, no, I thought it would.
Sure.
Yeah, we see it now, but the time is out. Yeah, okay. We can answer from second onwards. Okay, go.
Oh, minimize this one. Minimize this one. show. Wait. Soham is on the leaderboard. Mhm. Mm. Mm. Who's on the leaderboard, Teju? Sahana. I know. I'm just trying to encourage. Hmm? You can't do it.
No.
Let's see who's on the leaderboard. Sahana. Of course.
God, this is the quietest Kahoot I've ever been to. Come on, where's the excitement?
I think we are on mute, but they are still shouting and saying things here, Shilpa.
Yes.
Wow.
Mm-hmm. All of them got it right.
We're very well behaved for our Kahoot.
Mhm.
Oh my God, look at that. Close tie
Yeah.
between Soham and Sahana.
Yeah. This is the last one.
Question.
What?
What month of Hindu calendar does
Get
Diwali
as many
Ashu,
questions right.
Kartika.
All of them got it.
All of them.
That was in our facts, but did you forget that?
Can I just tell? Good job. Can I tell
Yay.
you first place?
Clap for everybody.
And then I know this one.
Sahana.
Sahana.
Hey. Yeah.
Wow, look at that. That was fun.
Hey.
I think that's it, right? You can close it or would you?
I think I just closed it.
And thank you, Teju.
Yeah.
Well done.
Thank you.
Well done.
Great job, guys. So what does the audience think of, oh, we lost Soham altogether. Oh no, he's here. What do you guys think of Diwali? Did you learn anything new or things that you probably already know? Yes, Manya.
I already knew that everyone would put lanterns out in their house.
Diya se.
Yes.
So while you guys were working on this, Teju, I mean, I know you said you didn't know the story. Is there anything else that you guys found out that you may not have known?
I didn't know that Diwali was in the month of Kartika.
Yeah, yeah. And Kartika is a name of what? You know, so in India, we have months, right? Like January, February, we have our own name of the months. So it's pretty cool. Each month has a name. I don't know all of them, but I definitely know Kartika.
Manya thought everyone would pick Ashvin.
Yeah?
Yeah,
Why?
I don't know.
Maybe because you answered that for Dasara, right?
Good memory.
Mm.
Anybody else? Sahana, Sia, what do you guys think?
It was good.
Yeah, I think they did a fantastic job. Our youngest participants, good job. Definitely a round of applause.
Good coordination between Manya and Teju. That was good.
Very well
I
done.
think they did amazing.
Yeah,
Oh.
they love talking to each other a lot.
Okay, So, Sahana, do you want me to make you the co-host?
Um,
Or I can share your presentation. What do you want me to do?
I'll share the presentation.
Okay. All right. So we're definitely coming up on Thanksgiving. So Sahana, it's one of the two, a couple festivals that she really likes. And so she wanted to put something together. So Sahana, let me know if you want me to share, if you want to share.
I got it. All right. But there's one thing, because I absolutely love Thanksgiving, because you could listen to Christmas music while still being in fall. Like, I mean, it's one holiday closer to Christmas, and plus, like, the family gets together. It's like a fun feeling, and plus, like, I go to Pittsburgh every year, so like for Thanksgiving. So I mean, I think that a Christmas and Thanksgiving in Pittsburgh is absolutely magical, because I'm with like my favorite cousins. Sorry, to my mom's side of the family.
You're entitled to your opinions.
Yeah, so it's nice because I get to see my grandparents, because they come to
Hey, Sahana, I have an idea. Why don't we go around, since you're also sharing why Thanksgiving is your favorite, to see what everybody thinks of Thanksgiving. Do you want to do that now, or do you want to do it at the end of your presentation?
Yeah, so I'm just explaining, and then I'll get into it. But yeah, so I just get to see everybody, and like, we don't have turkey, we usually have chicken. I mean, some years we had turkey, but we just have chicken, so yeah. All right, I'm
Really quick, I have a
Sahana, you're breaking up, I think.
Oh no, Sia was saying something.
Yeah, I have a fact. Can I like say it?
Yeah. Go ahead. Yeah.
So for some native, like, for some native people from here, they're like, Thanksgiving is not a special thing for them. It's like the worst festival of their life. So like,
some people think the month of November is useless.
Yeah.
Like, what's the point of Thanksgiving? It's so boring. We just sit around and get fat. Like, no, you don't.
Okay. What about you, Teju? What do you think about Thanksgiving?
I think Thanksgiving, like, since I have my aunt, it's like Thanksgiving's the time where family and friends come together and just spend time together. Like, me and my aunt, we haven't like seen each other for a long time, and we get to see each other during Thanksgiving break.
Yeah. Well, thank you for sharing. What about Manya and Adya?
We do sleepovers.
You do sleepovers? Oh.
We meet each other. And we usually spend some time together.
Okay, nice.
You know,
is it your favorite holiday, or do you like Christmas better? What's your favorite holiday?
Diwali.
Oh, Diwali, awesome. All right, what about you, Soham?
Thanksgiving's probably.
It's hard to hear you.
Thanksgiving is my holiday.
Yeah, because it's your birthday, obviously.
No, yes. But it's fun.
Yeah, because we get to see Ian. I mean, he used to come to the sessions, but yeah.
Right, Sahana, how about we move on and show?
I know I'm about to present my screen. Okay.
So we're gonna find out some facts about Thanksgiving.
Okay.
Oh, Teju has a question. Hang on, Sahana.
Yeah, go ahead.
I actually have a fact about Thanksgiving.
Do you want to share that later, or you can do it now? It doesn't matter.
I guess I'll do it now. Even
Yeah. Go ahead.
like since the date of Thanksgiving changes, it's like on the fourth Thursday, and the date can change. Like, if I was born 3 days away from Thanksgiving, it could be 5 days away later.
Yeah, that's what happened to my brother. So his birthday's on the 28th, and like a couple years ago, his birthday was on Thanksgiving. So it's kind of weird like that. But I just want to know because it's like a quick presentation, so we can take our time. But does anyone get off like Wednesday? It's like a half day for school, or like you guys get off? You guys get the whole day off for Wednesday? Because my school, like in my school, we get off for Christmas. We get off the 23rd, and for Thanksgiving, we get off one day before Thanksgiving, which honestly sucks.
For Thanksgiving, my school gave us the whole week off next week.
What? Thanksgiving's this week.
Well, yeah, this week. I have the whole week off.
Yes, I have the whole week off too. Yeah, me and Nadia have a whole week off.
Man, New Jersey schools suck then.
And also on Christmas we have a whole week off.
Oh, we get off right before Christmas Eve. It's kind of like we're getting off. Like our school stops on Christmas Eve.
Not always, Sahana.
Yeah.
Okay, let's go with the Thanksgiving.
Okay. So this is how like Thanksgiving is like spread, like celebrated all over the U.S. So like people do it very differently. Some people attend or watch the Macy parade, Thanksgiving parade, where they like. I haven't attached any pictures, but they kind of like.
Are you on a separate slide? Because we're still on the first one.
Oh, no, I'm on this.
It's not moving.
Hold on, I think I.
Now it is. Now it is.
Hold on, I didn't let me just do the desktop. Okay. So yeah. People celebrate it differently. So some people attend or watch the parade on TV in New York City, and they have like a bunch of these like they're not kites. Why am I thinking? I don't know why I'm thinking of kites. I can't think of it. It's a parade.
Floating.
What?
Floats.
Yeah, floats. So I'll look up a picture later, but some people, like my brother, my dad, my cousin, and my uncle, love watching the football game or playing football because, like, every year that we go to Pittsburgh, we always play football there. And, like, yeah, so even Soham was saying we should play football. So, yeah. And then some people have Friendsgiving, and they just if like family is not near them. Like I don't have any family in New Jersey. I have family that's like 6 hours away. So yeah. So some people do Friendsgiving. So they have a bunch of friends and they just do the typical thing that they do, but with friends and not really family. So you know, and then they can have they eat and they have a big feast. And speaking of big feasts, most families cook a really nice Thanksgiving dinner. It could be turkey or it could be like ordered out. You could like order food. It's not to be the traditional like cranberries or like stuffing or like gravy or mashed potatoes or turkey. Like what I do is we do chicken and like we do Brussels sprouts. Like I mean, I think like I heard my other friend's family orders out like different food. Like one year they had Indian food, the next year they had Chinese food, which is kind of cool. So yeah, and then I think everyone like I mean it doesn't matter if you celebrate it or not. I think it's just about being grateful. So a lot of people at the dinner table or like when everyone's sitting around, they say what they're grateful for. Like, oh, I'm grateful for my dog. I'm grateful for a roof over my head, like that. So.
Okay.
All right. So, how does your family celebrate Thanksgiving? And if they don't celebrate it, what are you thankful for? Or you can do both. Doesn't matter. Because you guys already know how my family celebrates it.
So I think we should go around and ask everybody, right?
Yeah, that's the whole point. Yeah.
Who wants to go first? Manya and Adya are ready to go.
All right, go ahead.
Okay, so on Thanksgiving, I go to trips in the US, so me and my family can have some fun.
What trips do you go on?
Like no, I go on like maybe like I go to Florida. I go to my dad's friend's house. And
Nice.
and sometimes for our Thanksgiving, like we celebrated like having maybe like a little bit of special food. And also what I'm thankful for is my mom and dad.
Okay, that's awesome. Thank you,
Cool.
ladies.
Can I ask an adult to say how they celebrate it?
Why don't we go around? Everybody's here. Yeah, of course.
Wait, is Nani still on the call?
I don't. Yeah. Why don't we go around? There's Teju, Soham, Sia.
Oh yeah. Why don't they go first and then we could do Nani. All right. Soham, I know I said most of the stuff, but I know you have something. So, how does your family, aka my family, celebrate it?
We just go around the table, say what we're thankful for, and then eat.
Okay, that's I was explaining a lot, so I expected a little more, but I guess you don't. Yeah. Anyone else?
What about Sia?
Usually we get invited to parties and stuff, but for the past few years we've just been like ordering pizza and eating and then inviting some people over to our house and eating pizza. So yeah.
No, that's
That's
cool.
nice. I think they do the last person.
We don't really do anything except in school. We'll talk about like what we're thankful for. Like
Yeah.
that's really the only part of Thanksgiving.
Yeah, that's okay. It's fine. I guess it's different for everyone. So, all right. All right. So I'm gonna watch. You guys are gonna watch this video. It's pretty interesting. I gotta say, it's not gory, but it's kind of like, yeah, it's pretty interesting. So.
Is it factual?
Yes,
The first
it is.
Thanksgiving, American schools generally teach a conventional story about the meeting of Pilgrims and Indians that finished with an amazing dinner. The end. But there's more to the tale.
Wait, can you guys
First
hear it?
Thanksgiving, American schools generally teach a
Can you guys hear it?
Yes. Are you doing share audio? Or
I
share
don't know.
video? We are. We can hear it.
Okay. Oh, sorry. Oh my God, this stupid thing is stuck. So sorry about
The
that.
first Thanksgiving, American schools generally teach a conventional story about the meeting of Pilgrims and Indians that finished the end. But there's more to the tale. This video will explain the events around the first Thanksgiving and how it's not the image ingrained in tradition. At the start of the 17th century, southern New England was home to a variety of busy communities within several confederations. These were the people of the first light, and they called their home the Dawnland. Political leaders were known as sachems and had been trading with Europeans for over 100 years before the Pilgrims. Relations soured only after deceitful Europeans kidnapped locals to sell as slaves. Permanent European settlement was impossible due to the already high population of native occupants. But in 1616, tradesmen introduced a disease to the Dawnland, whose inhabitants died in droves from a lack of immunity. In 3 years, up to 90% were wiped out in several confederations, including the Wampanoag. Their head sachem, Massasoit, was aware of how close they were to being subjugated by their unafflicted enemy, the Narragansett. He was determined to save his people from such a fate. This was the political world the Pilgrims were about to enter. The Pilgrims were not called Pilgrims by their contemporaries. They were known as Separatists, a branch of the English Puritans. King James hated Puritans and began persecuting them in 1604, so the Separatists fled to Holland, where they were free to worship. But because they feared losing their national and communal identity, the congregation wanted a new place to plant their church. They decided on America and asked King James for a patent that would grant them rights to build a colony. They planned to make a profit catching fish to pay off the debts to their investors. The Mayflower set sail on September 6th. 2 months later, Cape Cod was spotted and 16 men were sent to shore to inspect the area. Unfortunately, the settlers didn't know how to fish and food was running out. They resorted to stealing from graves, homes, and storage pits to keep everyone alive. Then came their first hostile encounter with natives, but no one was killed. On December 12th, they reached New Plymouth. They did not land on any specific rock, but folklore insists they did. Construction began in January. By winter's end, 44 settlers would be dead from bad conditions. In March, they were surprised when a man named Samoset walked into New Plymouth, greeting them in English. He told them they were building on top of a village called Patuxet, whose residents had all died from the recent epidemic. It belonged to the Wampanoag, and their chief, Massasoit, was watching them. The settlers were eager to trade, so 5 days later, Samoset returned with furs and companions, including Tisquanto. Known famously as Squanto, he had come to tell them in perfect English that Massasoit had arrived. After years of dealing with Englishmen, the sachem did not trust the newcomers. Edward Winslow was sent to be a hostage and declared the settlers' peaceful intentions. Satisfied, Massasoit walked into New Plymouth and was regally greeted by the governor. A peace treaty was created, ensuring mutual protection if attacked by enemies. With the help of Squanto, New Plymouth settlers began to fare better. He taught them how to grow crops and was absolutely vital as an interpreter. To the separatists, he was a gift from God. But in fact, Squanto had been kidnapped from Patuxet in 1614 and shipped to Spain to be sold into slavery. He ended up in London at the home of a merchant who taught him English and arranged for Squanto's return to the Dawnland in 1619. But Patuxet was now gone, wiped away by the epidemic. Massasoit took him in with suspicion because of his years abroad, but needed a translator to parley with the newcomers. He eventually sent his warrior Hobamok to live among the settlers and keep an eye on Squanto. By fall, the settlers had a bountiful harvest and a feast was held to celebrate. Massasoit showed up with 90 warriors and 5 deer for the meal. For 3 days, the English and Wampanoag ate and entertained one another. This was the famous first Thanksgiving children learn about in school. However, the word Thanksgiving would not have been used by these settlers to denote a harvest feast. For Puritans, a day of Thanksgiving was a day of fasting while giving thanks to God in prayer. But the story of Pilgrims and Indians does not end here. During New Plymouth's first year, Squanto had been up to something. Realizing his substantial power as the only English speaker of his people, he conceived a plan to overthrow Massasoit. He persuaded locals he could command the English to make war or peace at his will. Hobamok was suspicious of Squanto and warned Governor Bradford. Soon enough, they discovered Squanto's plot and informed Massasoit, who was furious. He demanded Squanto be handed over for a swift execution. Bradford refused. The interpreter was too valuable to give up. But according to the treaty, Squanto's life belonged in the hands of his sachem. Bradford finally conceded. He was about to hand over Squanto when an unidentified ship appeared. The alarm it caused delayed Bradford and worried Massasoit's envoys. Angered and impatient, they left. The ship carried 60 Englishmen planning to build a colony near Boston. They abused the Massachusetts locals, initiating a conspiracy to kill the colonists. Warned about the plot, New Plymouth's leaders launched a preemptive strike to save their impudent countrymen. It bought peace for a time. In that time, more Puritan settlers arrived, soon outnumbering the natives. And while the Pilgrims' treaty with Massasoit lasted until the sachem's death, other Puritans were not concerned with such alliances. Their fanatic religious principles ensured no peace between the two cultures could last. To Puritans, Native Americans were the other, wild, savage, godless. With such an ideology, the outcome was inevitable. If they did not convert to Christianity and surrender their cultural identity, they had to be eliminated. The first Thanksgiving was a brief moment of harmony between two worlds, but sadly it was short-lived. The capitalist opportunities the Dawnland presented, combined with zealous puritanical beliefs, were incentive enough to wipe away the native inhabitants. There is nothing wrong with sharing a feast of thanks with loved ones, but remember the true events that started the holiday, and not the fairy tale.
Okay.
Hey, I think Teju had to leave.
That's fine.
Yeah, thank you, Sahana. This was great.
Yeah. So I mean, I've always knew
Excellent
something like this.
presentation, Sahana.
Thank you. But I've always knew something like this was like, like it happened. Like I mean everyone knew. It's it's kind of like Elsa. Like sorry, not Elsa, Frozen 2, if you guys seen that movie.
Yeah.
At the end. So because like, they got along and then they all betrayed each other.
Yeah.
Kind of unfortunate, but this is a really nice quote. It says, I am happy because I am grateful. I choose to be grateful. That gratitude allows me to be happy.
Who's Will Arnett?
Some dude. I don't know.
Okay, awesome. So guys, we are at 5:10. Is there anything that you guys want to share? I do want to remind everyone, December 4th will be our next one, and the last one before we come back in January. Because I know people will be traveling and we have, the holidays in between. So, yeah.
Hold on, I have
one
one
thing.
thing.
Stop sharing your screen.
All right. Well, thank you.
All right,
I
guys.
but it's fine.
So, Manya and Teju did a fantastic job. Thank you, everyone. Is there anything else you guys want to talk about today before we say goodbye and see you in 2 weeks? All right. Well, thank you, guys. Jai Baba, everyone. Have a great Thanksgiving and see you all in a couple of weeks.
Thank you, Jai Baba. Happy
Jai
Thanksgiving.
Baba.
Bye.
Jai Baba.
Jai
Bye.
Baba.
Bye.
Happy Thanksgiving.
Bye.
Hey, Baba,
Jai
happy
Baba.
Thanksgiving.
Excellent presentation, all kids. Thank you. Jai Baba.
All
And
right.
for
Take care.
Thanksgiving, we thank God, our beloved Baba, for what we are now. Jai Baba.
Jai Baba.
Jai